James O'Brien, Michael Williams, Chad Davis, and Hector Coleman report to the glove table. Ring number 1, 200-pound weight class, ages 14 and 15. And the red corner representing Milwaukee, Oregon, Morgan Young. And the blue corner representing Albuquerque, New Mexico, Paul Blea.
Okay, we're all set for this one in the 100-pound division. Dan Cisneros at ringside. You're watching the 8-count boxing hour back in Albuquerque. We're bringing you this boxing action from Tennessee. Paul Blea of New Mexico taking on David Young of Oregon at what? Okay, they introduced him as David, but I'm being told that he actually goes by Mark. So Mark Young in the green trunks, and Paul Blea in the black trunks. Just underway round 1. This is the 100-pound division. Paul Blea in the black trunks, representing New Mexico, comes out in his typical style, kind of moving around. He's really good on his feet. He's good at moving around the ring. He'll get angles and stick you. He's a good counter puncher. Don't know much about Young, Mark Young. They did introduce him as David Young, but the gentleman just tapped my shoulder told me that he goes by Mark, so we'll use that. I'll take your word for it. Thanks. Okay. So good opening round here. Paul Blea going to work here. The referee jumps in. The New Mexico team looking very strong coming into this one. They're coming off a nice performance at the regional Silver Gloves tournament in Prescott, Arizona. They really did well. They're looking for big things here in this Junior Olympics Silver Gloves national tournament here. And again, you see Young trying to sneak in from long range, and Paul Blea just staying patient. Good counter punching. Like I said, he's a very good counter puncher. You can see him there. He goes good with both hands, moving in, scoring on his opponent. And there he goes to the body. Let's see now. Warning goes to Young. As you can see, Mark Young, tall and rangy, long reach. And that ends round 1. I think a good opening round on my scorecard anyway for New Mexico's Paul Blea. As we look into his corner, you see his coach, Danny Romero Sr. And Danny Romero Sr. has really got these guys looking sharp. I mean, they are looking good. Danny Romero Jr. won his opening bout over Jamal Tansky. And now it's Paul Blea's turn to see what he can do. It was a good opening round. He's got a tough opponent in there, a good boxer. But I give the slight edge to Blea. Both guys doing good work. I think Blea did just landed just a little bit more to my liking anyway. Unofficial. And we'd like to thank everyone back in Albuquerque for joining us here on Public Access Television. Really a lot of fun. And if you hear the ring announcer introducing people, there's rings all around us here. Of course, we're focused on. It's promising looking young. I mean, they're kids, but they're someday. Paul Blea could make an excellent professional someday if he continues on. And we've seen some really promising looking boxers here. So we're waiting for a little bit of housekeeping here by the referee. Paul Blea, you can see, is ready to go. He had a nice opening round, I thought anyway. Mark Young from Oregon taking on the challenge, hoping to advance in this tournament. Mark Young in the green trunks, Paul Blea in the black trunks. And again, now you see Young trying to get in there and score from long range. There's a body shot attempted by Young. Blea content to just kind of slip and move. Again, Blea is an outstanding counter puncher. There you see him go to the body. He leaps in with that left hand, coming up a little bit short. Mark Young, a moving target. He's not just standing right in front of Blea, although now both guys exchanging here. This is the 100-pound division here, and these kids are really letting it go. They're letting their hands fly. Now you see Blea moving on the outside, trying to get that angle, and slips in that left hand. You see him moving his head a little bit now, just giving Young a kind of an elusive target. And again, Blea allowing Young to come in and then goes to work on the body. Nothing hard, just sticking his shots out there, trying to scoring points here. Good strategy by Paul Blea. And there you see Young landing a couple of shots to the head. Mark Young now going to work, pushing Blea back. Blea fires back. And you can see Mark Young is a little taller, a little longer reach. Definitely a puzzle to solve for Paul Blea. Now the tape kind of coming loose here on the gloves of Young. The referee is going to try to do some work on those gloves. There you see Paul Blea ready to go. I don't know if this break in the action helps either guy. They were both working, and then all of a sudden the ref had to stop as the tape was coming loose. Here we go, back to the action. There's a left hand from Blea. So Paul Blea steps in and lands a solid left hand at the buzzer, the horn, and that could have won the round. It could have swung a close round in the favor of Paul Blea. Good close fight. Both guys working. So the corner of Blea and Romero as the coaches, and the young fighter Paul Blea, the son of Coach Blea, putting on a good performance here to open this Silver Gloves tournament. So glad we could bring you this action here from Tennessee. And Paul Blea is ready to go with this third and final round. I think he's off to a good start if he can just keep it going here. Do not take his foot off the gas. Don't get too defensive. Get in there and work. I think he could advance to the next round of this tournament. Round 3 underway. You are watching the 8-Count Boxing Hour, and Mark Young slips in a quick shot. Blea at a little bit of a disadvantage with the reach. I can tell you right now, Mark Young with a nice long reach. Maybe not using it to the full extent that he could. There he goes, trying to work with a double jab. Blea able to swat those jabs down. And now more tape problems from Mark Young. Paul Blea just trying to stay warmed up and ready to go here. Last time he came out with a big shot off of the break in the action. And again, now Blea letting his hands go. Good job, a right hand slips in from Paul Blea. Blea's feeling it. Looks like he's in a good groove here, a good rhythm. Mark Young trying to get in there and land something big to change this one. Young was kind of holding and hitting. The referee gets on him for that. Paul Blea has been an elusive target. He is continuing to move around the outside of the ring, keeping that side movement, and just enough to keep Young off balance. Mark Young not able to really set up and throw anything really heavy, and having trouble catching him with the quick, easy shots too. Oh, and he runs into a left hand from Blea. So Paul Blea finishing with a good, solid third round. Time running out in this one. Both fighters hoping to advance in this National Silver Gloves Tournament. Oregon and New Mexico in this one. Paul Blea doing a nice job of being just enough out of range, but able to slip in, score, and get out. Good exhibition of boxing here by young Paul Blea from New Mexico. And that'll do it. So this one goes to the judges. I think unofficially Paul Blea has done enough, but it is close enough that anything could happen. We'll see how the judges see it. So we will wait for the decision on this one. And right now I'd like to say thank you to everyone for joining us tonight here on the 8 Count Boxing Hour. Thanks for tuning in to the 8 Count Boxing Hour here on Community Cable Channel 27 in Albuquerque. Decision. They are doing some mathematics here, and I think we are ready for this one. Let's see who. Here's your winner.
Ring number 1 of the 100-pound weight class, representing Albuquerque, New Mexico, Blea.
All right, Paul Blea gets the victory, well earned, and he will advance in this national tournament.